Hello and welcome to Elaine Online. Today I take a look at some of my thrift store finds. First, Chariots of the Gods by Erich von Daniken. I read this originally a number of years ago, and I'll be taking a closer look at the material in this particular book in a series when I begin to look at archaeology, ancient civilizations, and more. Next I found You're a Badass by Sincero. If you're on Goodreads, you may have noticed that her writing style puts some people off. It isn't for everyone, and it is one of the reasons that I recommend if you're checking out a new author or a new genre, be sure to check out your public library first and see if it's someone that you would enjoy reading. In terms of her book, I did read it front to back and found some helpful and useful tips. I'll be taking a closer look at her book and her writing style in an upcoming video. The other book that I found was Marked, the first in the House of Night series. I'd read this series, I can't even remember. It may be something like 10 or 11 years ago now. And I only got to the first 4 books, so I didn't read the entire series of 12. But I had been planning on doing a video about my 4 favorite vampire novels, and I did recall enjoying this series. So with The House of Night, I decided to pick up Marked, and I had read that. I was lucky enough to find that my public library had the other 11 books, so rather than go out and buy them, I simply read them through my library, which was definitely a big cost saver. I'll be talking more about the House of Night series in an upcoming series of videos when I take a look at my favorite vampire novels and vampires in general. Two of my other thrift store book finds were The Mayan Code, Time Acceleration and Awakening the World Mind by Barbara Hand Clow. I enjoy reading some of the older books about the end of the Mayan calendar and their different ideas and theories because although that was now over a decade ago, it's still interesting to see how people came up with the different ideas and their thoughts about where the world is headed since then. The other book that I found was Sylvia Browne's Phenomena, Everything You Need to Know About the Paranormal. I initially read this book by checking it out from my public library, and I found that there were some interesting points that she made. So when I saw it at my thrift store, I decided to pick it up and give it another read. I'll be taking a look at both of these subjects and authors in upcoming videos. If you've read any of the books that I've mentioned, be sure to leave me a comment below, as I always enjoy hearing about what other people are reading and what other people find interesting. If you're supporting your local thrift store, let me know some of the good finds that you came across when you were there. If you enjoy bookish content or enjoy videos about a variety of different subjects, like some that I mentioned in this video, vampires, ancient cultures, archaeology, and more, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I'm always very clear in my video titles, so you'll know if something's of interest to you. Until next time, happy reading!